Hello, BookTube. I've been thinking about two reading projects. One, reading around the world in 80 books, I've been thinking about for a very long time. The idea behind reading around the world in 80 books is to read 80 books from at most 80 countries around the world. I periodically start to think about this project and to try to figure out how I'm going to go about selecting or finding the 80 books. And that usually ends up stopping me cold. But what I would like to do is to actually do this project at some point. And normally when I think about projects like this or national literature reading projects or history month reading projects or even Victober, is I like to do things in fiction, poetry, drama, and nonfiction fashion. So that's probably what I would do here. Would be a mix of fiction, poetry, drama, and if I can find it, nonfiction. I guess the immensity of the project gives me pause of getting around to actually doing it, and also how exactly I want to approach the books themselves. Should I go ahead and count books that I've already read, or should I just start fresh and then go to my shelves, look at them and see, okay, I haven't read X books from X country, so they will count, and then work my way to the others. Maybe try to build myself up something of a bench so that I have a wider selection to pick from rather than just the one book, which often does trip me up. I'm not entirely sure. I need to think about this project a lot more. But of course, if I do decide to embark on it, it would probably be one that I would start in 2026 rather than in 2025. The other project, one that's more recent, is genre fiction focused. The idea is that I want to experiment with genre fiction that I'm not as familiar with or that I haven't gotten on with. Now, when I think about this project, there are 6 genres that immediately come to mind. Mysteries, science fiction, and fantasy, although they're usually grouped together, but for the purposes of this, I would split them up. Horror, romance, and westerns. Are there any other genre fiction out there? Is nautical fiction its own thing? Historical fiction. I'm not entirely sure how to approach those or what genres I need to be added. And for some of the genres, I would definitely need recommendations because I don't really know a lot about them, and I don't know if I would be able to pick a good book blind. An example would be when I did, it was about 4 years ago, there was a romance event that I participated in, and I tried something by Debbie May Comber, and it was atrocious. I absolutely hated it from the very first paragraph. And then there was one or two romance novel that I'm blanking on. I think the author was Heidi Cullinan, but I don't remember what the book was. That I didn't get on with either. The writing was a bit meh. So I definitely need some recommendations or pointing in the right direction for the best success or most success. and then also westerns. I have tried westerns a few times. For June on the Range, I did Lonesome Dove by Lyric McMurtry, and I got about 100 pages in, but it really didn't work for me. And then last year, I tried Riders of the Purple Sage by Zane Grey and Flint, I think it was Flint by Louis Lamar, and did not get on with either one of them. So I'm not sure. But definitely, if I do decide to embark on this genre project, I would need some recommendations. So I guess what I could do is, if I do decide to do the genre project, I would probably put out a call for recommendations, or also to add more genres, if there are more genres than just mysteries, science fiction, fantasy, horror, romance, and westerns. And to kind of point me in directions for those as well. Anyway, BookTube, that's some thoughts on some reading projects that I'm seriously contemplating undertaking, but we shall see. Anyway, BookTube, until I see you next time, thank you, have a great afternoon, and stay safe.